Show.
Hey, yo. Saturday afternoon. Here we are. You made it through the week. Able to lounge and relax, I hope. Able to watch some comic book YouTube. Speaking of which, how about some channel news? Tonight on Big Nasty's channel, we are going to interview a couple comic creators. We're going to interview the artist Kiss Kiss, and we're going to interview the writer David Byrne. We're going to talk to Kiss Kiss. He's an emerging artist, and I think you're really going to like what he does. And David Byrne is the writer of a new book that they're working on together, this vampire book. So I think you guys will like that. So tune in 8 p.m. Eastern time to Big Nasty Comics, and we will do the interview. And we always do a hangout afterward where everyone's welcome. So come on by and hang out, talk, show comics. Full thing. Second channel news. I've talked about this already, and I think it'll be in the headline for this, video. I am having a lot of trouble. I cannot stream with StreamYard. I can stream, but I can't I can't see the comments. It's very limited what I'm able to do with it. It's not joining with my YouTube correctly. There's some kind of permission that is off, and I don't know what it is. So I'm putting out a reward, a bounty, if you will. Whomever helps me and shows me what I'm doing wrong and can actually show me what I need to do to fix this. We can get on a live chat or whatever you want to do to show me. If you think you know, or if you think you can fix it, I am offering a bounty in comic books. And when I say a bounty, it more than I've ever given anybody in any of the giveaways. Go back, look at the giveaways. I give away big spicy sausages. I will give you a couple slabs and some raw books, cool stuff, signed stuff, whatever. And I'll talk to you about what you like. Just I need someone to help me. If you can help me and show, it's most likely it's going to be, oh, Chonko, you're so stupid. You need to push that button. It's most likely that. Or it's something like, nah, this is hopeless. You'll never be able to get this right. I don't know what's wrong. It's one of the two things. I think it's most likely something very stupid on my part. But if you can fix this, actually help me fix this to where I can do streams, and have guests and see the chat, do the full interactive, experience with StreamYard, you will be handsomely rewarded. So and that goes for anybody. This is open to international. If you are one of the international people and you're very, very well versed in working with StreamYard, I will pay for that too. I'll pay for shipping to get this stuff to you. So or I'll help you get your book slabbed. We'll go through my CGC account or whatever you need to help you to help me get it figured out. Shout outs on the channel, whatever. So yeah, that's out there. That's an actual thing. Second, there might be a giveaway. I've hinted at this, and I don't want to make this like a bribe or something. That's not the intent, but vote in the Comic Book Community Awards. Even if you don't vote for me, vote for whoever you think is deserving. But I'm up for 3. But some channels some things I've been trying to promote. Go look at the one where I did my votes. But in the unlimited category for best live stream, so no subscriber limit, Alan Comic Collector Geek, the Monday special with he and Steppo, please vote for that one. They need your help because they're up against some really, really big channels. Biggie Shack for Hall of Fame needs your help. He's up against a lot of big channels. Matt Likes Comics in most informative from I think it's 500 to 1,000 tier. Those are a few of them. But yeah, I mean, if you want to ask questions or whatever, I'll tell you other ones. But yeah, I'm up for 3. The only one I've ever asked anybody to consider me for, though, really was Best New Channel. I mean, and I understand if you want to split votes between different friends and stuff. I totally get it. But anyway, want to talk about that. But the giveaway portion of that, again, I'm not trying to tell you what I am saying. Regardless of how you vote, if you're a subscriber, if I win even one, if I even win one award, we're gonna celebrate with a giveaway, and regardless of how you voted. So even if you voted, you didn't vote for me in any 3 category, it doesn't matter. This, you're still eligible to win, all that, blah blah blah. But if it's more of a celebration thing. So if I win even one, I'm going to probably throw the biggest giveaway I've ever done. Maybe with the exception of if somebody helps me with the StreamYard thing, because I will really owe someone with that, because there's some things I'd like to do with the channel that are completely dependent upon being able to fix this StreamYard YouTube interface that's not working for me. Yeah. So, but yeah, it'll be something where you gotta walk me through it. But anyway, those are kind of channel news things. Excuse me, pardon me. So, questions. As you know, each week I ask for questions, and questions that have been asked in the previous week I save up and I try to answer all in one stream. This idea came from Alan. He does a question and answer thing. But now I've done it, and I've opened it up to whatever you like. So even personal questions, if you have any questions, you want to know anything about me or my comics or what I collect or about a specific type of comic you happen to know that I know about, I'll try to find you the answer. You can ask anything. This is Ask Chonko Anything, whatever you got on your mind. I mean, as long as you're not breaking terms of service or asking something, absurdly stupid, even if it's a little silly, I usually answer those. Or not trying to dox me or somebody else. As long as you're being cool, whatever it is. Yeah. You want to know about me, my life, yeah, comics, whatever. It's all open format here. Ask anything with an asterisk. So yeah, this is the spot to ask those, by the way. Put them in the comments, whatever you want, and try to limit it to like 3 or less questions. I don't want it to be like 10, 20 questions, all about, but yeah. And I will try to answer when I do the answer video the following week. So I had some from last week, and we're going to go through them kind of one by one. So, very first question comes from Up and Adam. Adam from Up and Adam Comics. Check out Up and Adam Comics channel. He does great artwork. He's a great community supporter. Good dude. Undersubscribed. People should be subscribing to Up and Adam. Here's my question to add. Your favorite craft brewery and style of beer. So I am a craft beer nerd. I'm one of the few who hang on. But my favorite style of beer, I like big beers. I like big high gravity stouts. So high gravity means high alcohol content. Like I have the bottle from last night, but this coconut rum barrel reserve is 11%. But I drink some stouts that are up to like 18-19% alcohol. So I like big flavors, barrel aged flavors, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm still an IPA guy, but I like big IPAs too. I like hoppier the better. Again, high gravity. So yeah, I like or sours. I like big tastes in beer. I don't like just watery beer that's like, I'm not even drinking anything. I drink a Miller Lite and I don't even taste it. Like that, it does nothing for me. Or, yeah, not a Belgian ale kind of a guy or anything like that. but I am kind of a nerd with that. Yeah, if you have beer nerd questions, I can get into those. I've been a beer nerd for a long time. Favorite craft brewery is Treehouse in Massachusetts. I'm actually going to Massachusetts next week, and I might make a stop at Treehouse, and maybe I'll film a short, put it up. Yeah, I love Treehouse. I love what they do. I love the place. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, favorite brewery in the world is Treehouse in Massachusetts. Next question. Let's see. From Bobby Emmons. Have you done a run through of all your Witch's Tales already? I mostly did. The last question and answer, I showed off most, like the most, well, some of the better ones. It's kind of like a hard thing to go through the entire thing. Maybe I will sometime. Maybe when I get the whole thing. But I did knock one off the list. This just arrived. And you guys are. I showed it on Alan's stream and on Biggie's stream, but I got one of the big ones knocked off the list. So this is Witch's Tales number 22. It's the zombies in the subway, and this is one of the more desirable ones. It's a Lee Elias cover, 52, I think. No, 53, 1953. And yeah, the lady, pounding to get in the subway or out of the subway, it looks like, and all the people on board are zombies. Day of panic. But this is one of the more desirable ones, one of the harder ones to get. And yeah, got it in a 4.0 off-white to white pages, which for Golden Age is really, really, really nice. So was very happy to get that. So kind of show you one that I haven't shown. So it's kind of answering the Witch's Tales question, I think, as best I can. And let's see. Biggie Shack asks, how long until you want an X-Men #1? Maybe never. It's not on my list. Like most of the big Marvel keys are not on my list. I have the ones I really want. With the only exception might be a Hulk 1. Like, and the reason for Hulk 1 is I liked Hulk was like the first character I liked when I was a kid, and of the big keys, the big Marvel keys, it's by far the most rare. Like there are not a lot of good examples of Hulk 1 out there. So maybe someday a Hulk 1, but right now Marvel keys are not on my list almost at all. Like there are a couple like minor keys. Like I like the one Spider-Man with the first Black Cat, just because I like the character. Maybe a couple other things, but I don't think I have many. I'm gonna show my updated list here probably, maybe Sunday. I don't know, Sunday, Monday. But yeah, X-Men 1's not on the list. I wouldn't say it's in my top 50 comics that I want. There are so many Golden Age comics I want. Someday maybe. Like if I knocked everything off the list that I wanted, I starting to focus on knocking off all the rest of the Marvel keys that I don't have. Then yeah, I'd start looking at X-Men 1 and Daredevil 1 and AF-15 and things like that I don't have. But way in the future. Or if I win the if I win the Powerball, then yeah, then I'll buy all that shit. K Munin asked, what are your favorite Zombie Tramp books? How do you first become interested in the character? Many thanks for answering my questions, Chonko. So I have a couple things I'll show here. I meant to take this down and I didn't. But how I first became aware of Zombie Tramp was Alan's channel. I like Hot Chicks and Monsters, and Zombie Tramp is both. So Hot Chicks and Monster covers are always great, and I only have a limited amount of Zombie Tramp, like maybe 4 or 5 of them. But I was going to show a couple cool things. I've got this really cool Zombie Tramp card signed by Mendoza, and it is from Coffin Comics Sworn Fest, and this was really really limited. Yeah, it's C of A on the back. But yeah, these are real limited. These kind of hollow foil Zombie Tramp cards signed, maybe 200 or something like that of them. So I really, that's one thing I really like. And then I met Dan Mendoza at C2E2. Super nice guy, really really nice. But he did this cool. He signed a Zombie Tramp for me. This Zombie Tramp Virgin variant, and remarked it up on top there. That is it's like a profile. It's a little hard to make out, but also he tossed in these cool stickers in the back, these cool Zombie Tramp stickers in the back. But yeah, this is my favorite Zombie Tramp that I own because it's signed and remarked by the great Dan Mendoza. And as I was digging it out, I was like, well, I'll show this too. But he also did this Lady Death cover, Mendoza, and he, this is a profile of Lady Death, so he signed and remarked this cool C2E2 exclusive foil of Lady Death. So, but I definitely like the Mendoza work on Zombie Tramp more. He lost the rights to Zombie Tramp for a little while, and he got them back earlier this year. So there were other artists working on Zombie Tramp. So I like the Mendoza stuff personally. So yeah, I hope that's the answer. But yeah, I like Dan Mendoza, Zombie Tramp. That's my favorite one that I own, and then I really do like this rare card that I picked up signed by Mendoza as well. That's my that's my stuff. Let's see what else we got. Archivist Adrift. Archivist asks, question for the week: is there a book with a theme or cover you wouldn't buy or wouldn't want in your house? This is a great question, and there is. There are. I mean, other than like the obvious answers from the Turd Age, like these stupid '90s covers that I think are dumb. Suicide covers. I don't buy suicide covers. I'm not judging anybody that does. I mean, I know there's some great covers in the Golden Age, but it's more personal, I guess. I've had 3 friends that have done that, and yeah, it's more more personal to me. And it's just not like it's not something where it's like like I'm offended by it. It's just like not my thing, and I'm not that comfortable with it. But I'll show a couple of them here. A couple of the big ones that I won't buy. But Crime Suspense Stories 17 and Crime Suspense Stories 20 are both probably the bigger 2 examples of the self ending. I'm probably not even supposed to say that word. I think it breaks terms of service. I hope it doesn't, because I'm trying to just talk about comic cover, But yeah, it's not something like like horror covers and horror movie covers. Most of the time are just so like comically crazy, and it's kind of something that I can come to terms with in my head as like silly. And these covers I don't find to be silly, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I think about that. But yeah, not buying those. Brian LCS. Who takes care of Chonko when you travel for work, and how excited is he when you come home? So there's a local lady who watched my last dog, Max. She watched him for almost all 17 years he was alive, and she also has a special needs daughter who always watched Max, and they were very attached to Max, as they would be. And they now watch Chonko. And it's reasonable, and it's in her home, with her dogs. So it's he gets to stay with the family with a yard, and the whole thing where it's not just boarding him or something like that. And then the money now with Chonko goes to her daughter. Her daughter is now like in her 20s and is special needs, but I was always help take care of the dog. So the money that I pay, I believe, is going all to the daughter now. So yeah, and how happy is he? Chonko's always happy, man. Well, not always. When Chonko gets in trouble, like when he tries to eat the house plants or something, and I catch him and I come in, hey, get down, no! Like, Chonko is emotional. He's a very emotional being. Like, he'll, and then he'll go, and he'll sit like a person with his head like crestfallen when he gets yelled at. it's heartbreaking, but very funny. He's a very, very funny, very emotional dog. Very, very. You have to be kind of sensitive to him because he does. Most of the time, he's just happy. But yes, he's very happy, very, very happy when he gets to come home and see his yard, his toys, his business. Me, the whole thing. And in the car ride, he has his head on me the entire time, like, oh my God. Thank God you're back. And he's also really tired. Like, he sleeps he always sleeps crazy, but he does sleep. Yeah. Chonko's a funny dog. Then the last questions are, there's a few questions from AG. AG, what are your top 5 favorite storylines and stories that are amongst the classics? And what are your top 5 favorite comics over the last 10 years? Wow. Along the same lines, maybe we could see a future video. Who do you think the top 5 horror-related artists of all time? Who do you recommend as the top 3 hottest horror artists today after Mark Spears? I'm going to try to tackle some of these. I don't think I'm going to do the top 5 favorite horror artists of all time, but I did pull some horror artists that I like, and we're going to talk about some. I don't know. We're going to do like as many as you want here, but I'm going to show some of them. So top 5 favorite storylines of stories that are amongst the classics. My top 5 favorite storylines or stories of all time: Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen. I really liked the Death of Kraven in Spider-Man. I always thought that was very good. Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing, the early Sandman stuff, I think is all real classic. Batman Hush, the first Batman Hush storyline, I loved. Crisis on Infinite Earths, I loved. I'm trying to think of some of the other storylines from back then. I love Strike Force Mortuary. It's underrated. I don't even think it's available compiled, but I think it frustrates people. But I liked it. And what else do I have up here that just kind of jogged my memory? I love the Sin City stuff. That was always really good. And yeah, like that. Like for the classics, I think those are good. Good ones. Red Sun, Superman Red Sun, I loved. Yeah, those would be like, I know that's way more than 5, but I just kind of just started rattling off from the top of my head. The last 10 years, a little bit tougher, but one of them is what I just keep talking about, and that's Cold Day in Hell from Daredevil. Loved it. I thought it's the best thing Marvel's done in a very, very, very long time. But also the original Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. This is from 2023, but I think this was amazing. I really like this a lot. And The Kill Lock. Whoop, shit, everything's falling over here. The Kill Lock. I recommend this to multiple people. I love this. This has been optioned. I hear this is going to be like live action. But this is really, really superb. I love this, and I think more people should read this. But yeah, the last 10 years is a little bit tough for me because, as you know, I took a break for some time. Hold on, this fell. Oh boy, oh boy. Um, and I was kind of out of it for a little while, and um, I, so a lot of stuff I was reading is like trade paperback form. So like, Batman Who Laughs was good, and House of M was good, but it's like it's hard for me because like a lot of independent stuff I didn't keep up on during that time. So, but I did a couple other things I wanted to mention for classics. Two of my favorite Cerebus arcs were Church and State, Church and State 1 and Church and State 2. Like they're both like this much, and they're both brilliant. And Church and State is probably the funniest of the Cerebus arcs, and that's when I started reading Cerebus. Was at that time during the comic run was during that time. And I loved it. I remember sitting in class reading it and laughing and laughing and laughing. And I would try to show people, and they didn't understand, because they were following it. They didn't know why it was funny. But anyway, but another one is Guys. This is later on in the Cerebus story, so the number 11 in the phone books volumes, and it takes place almost all in a bar, and it's guys in a bar, and there's like a Marty Feldman character, and there's a big barbarian character and stuff, and it's just a lot of interactions, just guys drinking in a bar is really mostly what it is, and it's a lot of guy thinking and humor and psychology, and Dave Sim talked about it a little bit, and he I don't think it's in here, but there's in one of the notes from the editor, he talked about it, and at this time he was talking about how he was kind of lonely, and he found a local bar, and he became like a regular, and he would just go in and sit and talk to people about music and authors and news and the current events and whatever, and he would just go in for a couple beers, and he would do that several times a week and got to know the people, and really was like it became like his friend group and kind of his like social group, and he talked about how great that was, but then one day the bar burned down. It like caught fire, burned down, and everybody kind of flew to the wind, and he lost this friend group and this social outlet, and in the end he said never fall in love with a bar. And I moved out to Seattle in 2010, and I was alone, and it was just my dog Max and I, and it was like a whole career reset that I was doing, going on like a bit of a different path where I was working in research. I wanted to get into industry, and I'm not going to bore you with all that. And it was a bit of a reset, and it was a tough thing because it was like, yeah. Anyway, but I happened into a bar while I was out there called the Dog and Pony, and it was a craft beer bar. I was into craft beer, but like this was specifically like inner rung of hell craft beer nerd bar, and where they had like, I don't know, 40 taps of all different types of beer, and I just started going in there, and I started getting to know people and talking to people, and I made friends. Everyone. I was about 40 at the time, 39, and I made friends like with just many people from and interesting people. Like one guy was an engineer with Boeing. He like designed the landing gear for the Dreamliner, and there's an older guy named Richard, who I heard died a few years ago. He was in his 60s, but he had traveled everywhere. He was a huge student of history and taught me to play cribbage at the bar. there's an overlay named Jeannie, and she wrote for like the magazine, a beer magazine out there, and really knew everything. And yeah, yeah, and there were like the girls that worked at the bar and stuff. One of them, Erin, is still a good friend of mine. She watches the channel. Shout out to Erin. And yeah, just different people and that would come in. And one was like worked for like the local weather service. This one guy, and another guy worked for Microsoft, and he designed the voice over internet technology for Microsoft Xbox. Just interesting people, and you just would sit and talk, and it was like that. It reminded me of the story, guys. And I recommend Cerebus. Everybody should read Cerebus, but it's like you just have to like buckle yourself in for Cerebus. It's not light reading. Anyway, that's that. Top horror comic cover artists of all time. I'm probably going to hold off on that. And maybe I'll do something at some point, but not right away. Yeah, but top horror artists working today. Perillo, I think, is amazing. Love Perillo. This is a signed Perillo. And Jenny Frison. Jenny Frison does great horror art. She does all great art all the time. Jenny Frison. Tula Lote. Tula Lote could do anything, but this is just weirdo tentacle weirdness. This is a Tula Lote Vampirella that is one of my favorite Vampirellas of all time. And then, I'm going to say it, but my girl Suspiria. Suspiria does excellent horror related artwork. Those are some of my favorites working in kind of like horror-ish art right now. And let me see, did I help? All right, let me see. Getting text. Sorry. I think that answers the question. It's like a 30-minute video, but yeah, that's what I have for today, guys. So yes, ask any questions you want and put them in the comments in this video, and I will try my best to answer them. If it's comic related, if it's a comic question that you're just wondering about with my stuff, or something where it's like, Golden Age, if I can help, or I will ask around and find out the questions or the answers for you, or yeah, personal life stuff, as long as it's not too weird or stupid. Yeah, I'm all ears. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, tune into Big Nasty Stream later this evening and vote for the Comic Book Community Awards. That's all I really have for today. Thank you, buddies, for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. That's it for now. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, wait, I didn't say my thing. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well, and I hope the people in your life are doing well. I will talk to you soon. Bye.